Do you like to travel? If the answer is yes, you like to travel to places like New Orleans, Gulf Shores, Alabama. I'm talking about Destin, Florida. If the answer is yes, period. Your new BFF, your new best friend forever, is joining me live in studio right now. His name is Keith Sisson. And I said that right,
You
right?
got it right, man. You got it right.
Keith Sisson. And he is the, for lack of a better explanation, a big dog for a brand new airline right here in the Mid-South. It's called Southern Airways Express. You hear us talking about it on occasion. He's joined us this morning to get the word out that you don't have to deal with the chaos and the craziness that is going to the airport every time you want to go out of town, right?
Oh, I'm telling you, it is crazy. You know, sometimes you have to go to that international airport. You don't want to go to Seattle. You want to go to D.C. International Airport. There's no better way to do that. Mm-hmm. If you want to go to Destin, if you want to go to New Orleans, if you want to go to Atlanta, you want to go to Birmingham, there's no better way than to do it from Olive Branch or from downtown Memphis, the DeWitt Spain Airport, just a couple of miles north of downtown, because on our planes, our aircraft, you don't have these terrible security hassles you have at the international airports. You don't pay for parking. We don't charge you a bag fee. You show up 20 minutes before the flight, you walk on the plane.
That's right. So if I'm sitting here on a Friday,
tell your wife
to
bring all the shampoo she wants.
That's right.
She will never take her shoes off again, and we're not going to frisk your grandmother unless your grandmother wants to be frisked.
I love Keith sassiness.
And if your grandmother wants to be frisked, we got a couple of pilots. You can tip them a little bit extra. Maybe they can help out a little bit there. But no, it's fun. I think of all the reasons why people hate flying, and we've removed all of those. Yeah. It's fun.
Let me paint a picture for you. Basically, if you're just joining us, we're talking to Keith Sisson from Southern Airways Express. iFlySouthern.com is the website. Okay, so if it's a Friday and you got the beach on the brain, or maybe some jazz music on the brain, maybe you want some beignets from New Orleans, it doesn't matter. You could book a flight that particular day. You don't have to worry about parking. You don't have to worry about paying to park. You don't have to worry about the chaos that is and the time that it's going to take to go through security. With Southern Airways Express, you guys have expedited the experience, and you're able to drive to the airport and get to where you want to be that particular day, even if it's last minute, right?
It's a private plane ownership experience. It's like you own the airplane. It's great because when you walk in, you're treated like you own the plane. In the past, people who have flown on aircraft like this have either owned the plane or they've been corporate executives. And now, starting off for $129 a ticket, you can have that experience too. And you talk about those weekend trips. Our weekend trips, from Olive Branch and Memphis down to the beach, they sell out fast.
Yeah.
So people have to go and get those because they're in such high demand. Now, like this Friday, I think it's maybe 5:30, 5:40 somewhere Friday afternoon. We have that Friday flight that goes from downtown down to New Orleans into the Lakefront Airport in New Orleans. We're the first scheduled air service into the Lakefront Airport since 1946. And we're talking 7-8 minute cab ride from there to downtown. I mean, it's great. And I think I'm even going to be on that plane on Friday. So y'all want to come fly with me? Come get on the plane.
Hey, I love that.
Let's talk.
I love that. This is Keith Sisson, Southern Airways Express, the website if you want to get more details on everything we're talking about, iFlySouthern.com. All right, Keith, let's talk specifics here. Right now, if I live in the greater Memphis area, I can go to and from, let's list the following locations.
For the rest of the summer, which will be between now and Labor Day, you can go from the downtown Memphis airport to places like New Orleans and Gulf Shores and Destin. You can go from Olive Branch to Destin, Panama City, and Gulf Shores as well.
All right.
So, and I know you got some folks in this listing area that can fly out of Oxford as well, and we fly out of Oxford going to Destin and New Orleans, so that gives you an extra option in there as well. And because all of our tickets are booked on one-ways, you can fly out of downtown Memphis into Destin, and if it works better for you to fly out of Panama City into Olive Branch, you can do that as well, and there's no extra fee to do so. So if you have a condo in the 30A area, you're right in the middle of that downtown Destin airport, and that's another thing we need to talk about. We fly into the downtown Destin airport, like right on the sand. We don't fly into the one up in Fort Walton Beach up on the lake where when you land with when you land in a big Legacy carrier in one of those big planes, you land and you still have to drive an hour to get to your condo. And we're not like that. No, we land right downtown Destin, right where all of the private jets land. And in fact, a lot of times when you come in, when you land there, you're going to see a big private plane out there with a silver star on the tail. That means that Jerry Jones is in town. So you're landing at the same airport the owner of the Cowboys lands at whenever he goes to his place in Destin.
Love that. Love that. That's right now. Okay, so let's talk about this.
The fall.
Moving forward, there's some big cool things that Southern Airways Express has in mind. Tell me about those.
Well, never again will you be able to take a legacy air carrier on a nonstop flight between Memphis and Birmingham. It will never, ever, 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 ever happen again. If you want to fly on a legacy carrier between Memphis and Birmingham, you're going to have to go to the international airport, go there a couple hours ahead of time, go through security, then you're going to fly to Atlanta, and then you're going to lay over, or Charlotte or Houston, and then you're going to lay over, and then they're going to eventually get you to Birmingham. We are adding Birmingham. That means you can go from Olive Branch to Birmingham. Again, show up 20 minutes before the flight, get on the plane. We're going to take you to Birmingham, and you're there. You're done. It's great. Also, we're going to have a down and back every day to Atlanta. You can Monday through Thursday. You can leave in the morning, come back in the evening. Memphis to Atlanta. Again, there's a lot of ways to get between Memphis and Atlanta. But this is the only way to get between Memphis and Atlanta that doesn't involve wasting 3 to 4 hours of your life just sitting there in an airport waiting to get on a plane. There's no waiting here. You leave your house, you show up, you get on the plane, and you go.
That's it. You come back, your car, your stuff's waiting there.
And the prices are, if we don't beat the price, we're pretty close. We beat all of the legacy carriers in almost every fare class.
And when you add in the chaos and the parking cost and the things that go in with
how much is your time worth?
Exactly, that's right.
Guess how valuable is your time? For people that suffer from time poverty, because I'm of the opinion everybody's poor. You're either poor on money or poor on time, and some of us are both. But so if you got that time poverty and you're also looking for an affordable price, to get there, this is a great option. And I don't want to, I don't want to knock, air travel outside of our model, because the air travel outside of our model is very important. It's always going to be there. You're always going to need that international type airport to go long distance routes. But 500 miles or less, this is the future of air travel. And our biggest competitor is that long car ride. We're taking you out of your car on that 9-hour drive between here and Destin.
I don't want to be at the beach 9 hours from now. I want to be at the beach now. I don't want to be listening to jazz in 6 hours. I want to be listening to jazz.
Well, think about
now.
how much longer your vacation will last, because you're not having to give up 10 hours on each side of it being in a car.
I love it. I love it. All right, his name is Keith Sisson. He's from Southern Airways Express. Chief Operating Officer is his technical title. I like to call him the big dog, the man. He comes in here and drops knowledge on us about flying and being hassle-free. Essentially, here's the deal. The reason Keith is here is because he's a friend of ours. He's a friend of the radio station. Southern Airways Express is a business that's local here in Memphis, Tennessee. They're in the greater Memphis area. We love them. We believe in the product. We think it's fantastic, and we believe that you should check it out for yourself.
And I got a couple of other things I want to say real quick. I just thought about this. Football weekends. Yes. If you're a Tennessee Volunteer fan, we're flying to every Tennessee game from Memphis.
Oh,
you can go to the Olive Branch Airport. We'll take you to Knoxville. We'll take you to the away games. You want to go to Columbia to watch Tennessee play Missouri? We can do that. You want to go to Lexington to watch Tennessee play Kentucky? We can do that. You want to go to Gainesville, go down to the Swamp, watch Tennessee play the Gators? We can do that. So that's something that those tickets are going to go fast. So we're very excited about that. And we have one additional city on the map. We do a Friday flight from Memphis, returning on Sunday. So it's only one time a week. You go down Friday, you come back Sunday, take you to Biloxi Gulfport. So if you want to go down, get some good seafood on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, go to the Beau Rivage, do some golfing, we got you covered.
Love it. Okay. If you're listening right now, a lot of awesome information just got flooded in your direction over the past 5 minutes. Here's what you do. Sort it all out on a daily basis. Stay plugged in to iflysouthern.com. That's just the letter I, flysouthern.com.
And check out that Facebook page, because that Facebook page,
it's on fire.
We are always posting specials on there. Last minute specials, good deals. I mean, sometimes we'll have a special for promoting for a couple of weeks from now on a flight that we want to tell people about. We want to give them a good rate and get that filled up. Sometimes we'll go on there and say, hey, if you want to leave at 5 o'clock this afternoon, we got you a good rate. So it's a good thing to look at that Facebook page, because we're always sending out those good specials on there.
Okay. All right. The people you need to know, especially if you like to travel, Southern Airways Express. Keith, thank you so much.
Hey, thank y'all for having us here.
Cannot wait. Again, iflysouthern.com. Do it.
Get